It is the largest city in Kyushu and the sixth largest city in Japan after Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, Nagoya, and Sapporo. Hakata is the central station of Fukuoka City, which has a population of 1.62 million. It is a super huge station that is used by 400,000 people every day, including the subway. This is the terminal station of the Sanyo Shinkansen and the starting point of the Kyushu Shinkansen. It's an incredibly urban area. First-time visitors will be left speechless at the sheer number of people and the impressive skyscrapers. This is the west side of the station, also known as the HAKATA exit. This is a photo spot. This is a place to stretch out your hands and take a photo that says, "We've arrived in Hakata." What do you take a photo of standing here? This magnificent station building with the retro analog clock in the center. As well as being the administrative, economic, and transportation center of Kyushu, Hakata is also famous for Hakata ramen, spicy cold roll, the SoftBank Hawks, and more, making it a major tourist destination. Now I'd like to talk about the history of Hakata step by step. There are many theories about the origin of the name Hakata, such as the word meaning a large area with many people and products, the topography that looks like a bird spreading its wings, like the JAL logo, and a lagoon where ships are moored, but there is no consensus. Anyway, Hakata has a very long history. It is one of the oldest ports in Japan that has flourished since ancient times, and it has been the only window to the outside world for a long time, appearing frequently in Chinese documents. Envoys to the Sui and Tang dynasties also used this port, and it was the first place where advanced cultures from overseas entered. Hakata was also on the front line of national defense, a land that was constantly exposed to the threat of foreign enemies. After the defeat at Baekan, a huge breakwater-like castle called Mizuki was built at the narrowest point of the Fukuoka plain, and behind it was a diplomatic and military base called Dazaifu. Hakata served at the outer port of Dazaifu for a long time. During the Heian period, there was the Fujiwara no Sumitomo rebellion and the Toi invasion, and the city of Hakata was attacked and burned down each time. Hakata was burned down many times, but it was rebuilt each time, and it prospered greatly through Japan's Son trade. Son coins were circulating in the city, and the Son Chinese town was established. It was an international city with exotic buildings and foreign merchants coming and going. It is said that cha, soba, manju was brought to Japan from Son during this period. By the way, there is a record that the mermaid washed up in the Sea of Hakata in 122 CE. her bones are said to be placed in Ryuguji Temple. During the Mongolian invasions, especially in the first one in 1274, the Mongol army actually landed in Hakata and advanced towards Dazaifu, but the Kamakura shogunate army fought well and forced them to retreat. After that, stone walls were built to repel the Mongolian army, and they can still be seen in various places in Fukuoka city today. However, the Japan-Mongol trade by Hakata merchant continued with a strong commercial spirit. Generally speaking, trade is done because both parties benefit, so political tensions are irrelevant. Hakata also played a major role in the subsequent trade between Japan and Ming China, importing raw silk and copper coins and exporting Japanese swords and sulfur, which made merchants enormously wealthy. Hakata flourished as the first autonomous city and merchant town in Japanese history, governed by a council of major merchants like Sakai in the Sengoku period. When Christianity spread to various parts of Kyushu, it seems that Hakata didn't produce many believers. Jesuit missionary Arumida said that Hakata didn't accept Christianity and was the most difficult place in Japan to evangelize because it was a wealthy and luxurious city. I wonder if people lose interest in religious things when they become wealthy. The southern corridor is directly connected to the Hankyu department store, giving it a very celebrity-like atmosphere. It's like breakfast at Tiffany's. It feels like Audrey Hepburn is somewhere. The Shinkansen platform has black walls and is surrounded by blue rays. It's cool. After passing through a long concourse, you finally reach the eastern exit, Chikushi exit. It's smaller than the Hakata exit, but there's still a huge rotary. This is a larger station than an ordinary regional city. Now let's continue with the history of Hakata. As the Warring States period progressed, the Otomo clan, the Ouchi clan based in Yamaguchi, the Ryuzoji clan of Hizen, and the Shimazu clan of Satsuma fought over control of Hakata, which was prosperous through trade, and Hakata was often exposed to war damage. Finally, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the master of the clan, appeared, forced the Shimazu clan to surrender, and pacified the whole of Kyushu. After conquering Kyushu, Hideyoshi put Ishida Mitsunari in charge and immediately began the reconstruction of Hakata. The area was reclaimed and the streets were laid out. This reconstruction project is called Taiko Machiwari. They continued traditional events such as the Gion Yamakasa and Hakata Pine Forest. The station is very large and forms a city in itself. In addition to restaurants and souvenir shops, there is also a mysterious space called Peace Valley Street. It's really mysterious but stylish space. There is also an underground mall that is directly connected to the Fukuoka Municipal Subway. Now, during Hideyoshi's time, trade with Namban ships was thriving, but Hakata, with its shallow waters, was unable to ride that wave. Trade with Portugal, Spain, the Netherlands, and England began to take place in Hirado and Nagasaki, which have deeper waters. After the Battle of Sekigahara, Kuroda Nagamasa entered Chikuzen province. Nagamasa built Fukuoka Castle on the west side of the Nakagawa River and developed the castle town. The name Fukuoka was given by Nagamasa, and it is said that the castle was built on a hill called Fukusaki, which is a reference to the Kuroda family's hometown, Fukuoka village in Bizen province. As a result, two cities with different characteristics were created, with Hakata, a merchant town on the east, and Fukuoka, a samurai town on the west, separated by the Nakagawa River, and this continued throughout the Edo period. At the Hakata entrance, there is a statue of Nagamasa's vassal, Mori Kahei. He holds a spear and a large cup in his hand. The heavy drinker Fukushima Masanori said, "If you drink all the sake poured into the large cup, you will receive any reward you like." When Kahei finished drinking it, he was given Masanori's prized spear. When Masanori woke up, he demanded the spear back, but Kahei firmly refused. The people of Hakata must love this story because the statue of Kahei stands there instead of that of his master Nagamasa. This is the rooftop of the station, but there is a garden called Tsubame no Mori Square where trains run, and there is a railway shrine. These are pillars that were on the platform of the second Hakata station, which was built in 1909. It's cool. This painting depicts Hakata in the Kamakura period. Most of the city of Hakata today is underwater. From the observation terrace, you can get a panoramic view of the Fukuoka Mountains and Hakata Bay from a height of 60 meters. A local woman said, "Kire ka." Surprisingly, there are no skyscrapers around the station. This is because Fukuoka Airport is located in the middle of the city and height restrictions are imposed by aviation law. It's really close, isn't it? Now, after about 15 minutes, I'm finally going to enter the ticket gates. The number of passengers at this station per day is 126,000 for conventional lines and 22,000 for the Shinkansen, for a total of 148,000. That's amazing. Of course, it has the highest number of passengers in Kyushu. There are two connecting passages on the second floor and the Shinkansen connecting gate. There are many ticket gates, including the Central Gate, North Gate, Ami Plaza Gate, Hankyu Department Store Gate, Tokyo Hands Gate, Mine Gate, and the Hakata City third floor ticket gate. I heard that Kinsei, the exclusive lounge for 7-star in Kyushu, is on the third floor of Hakata City, but I couldn't find out where it is. Well, it's a huge mega station after all. There are 4 conventional line platforms and 8 tracks on the second floor. Many express trains connect major cities in Kyushu, with the main artery of the Kagoshima main line as the base. This station opened on December 11, 1889, Meiji 22. The Kyushu Railway opened from Hakata to Chitosegawa Temporary Station. It is one of the oldest stations in Kyushu. The original station was located 600 meters northwest of here, near Dekimachi Park, and even today there is a monument in the park marking the birthplace of the Kyushu Railway. The area was farmland, making it easy to build the station and convenient for extending the line to Kokura and Kumamoto. The station was opened under the guidance of foreign employee Herman Ramsdell, whose monument is on the roof of the station building. Until then, British-style railway technology was mainstream. He introduced German technology to the area, and while other railroads adopted the British imperial system, Kyushu Railway adopted the metric system from the beginning. This is the Blue Sonic 883 series express train heading to Oita. It switches back at Kokura and enters the Nippo main line. There are so many express trains I have never seen in Kansai. These are AC express trains that cannot run in Kansai. In the center of the platform, there is an escalator leading to the Hakata City third floor ticket gate. It's very open. The ceiling is high and it feels like an airport boarding gate. There's a Nescafe stand so you can relax. I wonder if people in Kyushu don't know about Nescafe. This has a Chinese feel. You can enter the exit from the third floor of the station building. There were quite a lot of people using it. Now, the year this station opened in 1889 was the year the Tokaido line was completed from Tokyo to Kobe. The Sanyo Railway had only extended its line as far as Himeji. And this year, 1889, will be an unforgettable year for Fukuoka City. That year, the population of the Hakata area, separated by the Nakagawa River, was 25,600, and the Fukuoka area was 20,000. When the city system was introduced, a big debate broke out over whether the city should be named Hakata or Fukuoka. The debate was not resolved and the prefecture mediated, so the city was renamed Fukuoka, but instead the name of the station on the Kyushu Railway, which opened the same year, was named Hakata. The following year, however, a member of the Hakata side, who was not convinced by this, submitted a proposal to rename it Hakata City, and the Hakata side was likely to win in terms of the number of members, but there was sabotage such as house arrest, and the votes were split at 13 to 13. And the chairman, a former Fukuoka samurai, stepped down from his seat to vote, but the votes were again tied. In the end, the vice chairman declared that there would be no changes, and the proposal was rejected. It was quite a complicated process. The most eye-catching train on the conventional line arrives. It's all green. The Yufuin no Mori Express train connects Hakata with Yufuin or Beppu. The large windows and dynamic views make for a luxurious forest-bathing train ride. Attendants are on board, so it's a very well-rounded experience. That's great. I like to try it too. I'm not a train rider, but a station train fan, so I have a rule that I can't ride trains. Limited Express Midori is heading to Sasebo. The body of the train isn't all green, but it's a cool accent color. Next to Kagoshima is Takeshita. The Shinkansen platform is a little higher than the conventional line. This is because part of the conventional line platform was converted to Shinkansen in conjunction with the opening of the Kyushu Shinkansen. I can see BEC 81 series train. This is a train that can run on non-electrified section because it runs on batteries. I saw something rare. In 2016, a new IC-only ticket gate was installed to ease congestion. It exists at the back of the main floor on the fourth floor. This ticket gate was a blind spot, so I didn't take a photo. Next is the Shinkansen platform. On the internet, there is a list of 35 selected souvenirs from Hakata, but I think it would be even more difficult to choose. That means there are that many, right? The character of Fukuoka Prefecture is cheerful. He or she is said to be very bold, strong-willed, and good at getting the crowd excited. Hakata dialect is also unique and cute. However, words like yoka and bai are said to be out of fashion among young people. By the way, in the old days in Fukuoka Castle Town, samurai and their families used what is called gashai in Fukuoka, but since there were few speakers of this language, it was absorbed into Hakata dialect in the Meiji era, and by the Heisei era, no one spoke it and it disappeared. Currently, it only remains in the literature of some dialect researchers. There are 3 Shinkansen platforms. As expected of Hakata, it's huge. I've only talked about the history of Hakata up until the pre-war period, so I like to talk about the post-war period as well. In 1963, Hakata Station was relocated to its current location. At that time, a new city was built with streets radiating out from the station in an area that was mostly farmland. In 1975, the Sanyo Shinkansen line opened from Okayama to this station, making it possible to travel to Tokyo in one Shinkansen train. In 1993, the subway was extended to Fukuoka Airport, making it possible to reach the airport in 2 stations. The transportation infrastructure has improved tremendously. Currently, a large office district has spread around Hakata Station, and super large commercial facilities have accumulated, transforming it into an incredible city. Together with Tenjin in the Fukuoka area, it plays a part in the 2 major urban centers of Fukuoka City. On the other hand, the Fukuoka area also has Tenjin Station, the busiest subway station, and Nishitetsu Fukuoka Station. By the way, there is no simple Fukuoka Station in Fukuoka Prefecture at present. Fukuoka and Hakata have a history of rivalry, but Fukuoka City is the prefectural capital, so even if the station name is Hakata, Fukuoka seems to have an overwhelming advantage. But since everyone is called Hakata, the image is that Fukuoka City is equal to Hakata. It's quite an interesting phenomenon. However, Hakata in the narrowest sense is the narrow area sandwiched between the Hakata River, the mainstream of Nakagawa River, and the Mikasa River, and the current Hakata Station is not included in this. This area is the true meaning of Hakata, which cannot be replaced with anything other than Hakata. When talking about place names in Fukuoka City, Hakata can refer to this area, and you can only judge by the context. In 2011, the Kyushu Shinkansen was completed from this station to Kagoshima Chuo. Hakata is now an intermediate station, but it feels a little sad that the atmosphere of a terminal station with the terminal platform is gone. When I went to Nagasaki, I remember taking the Shinkansen to the last stop, Hakata, and then changing to the Kamome Express train, and I missed that feeling of traveling. In any case, Hakata will continue to maintain its position as the largest city in Kyushu. I enjoy the big city of Hakata.